This customer called for an estimate. He has brand new drainage that ends up in a pop-up emitter. You can see the new concrete cut, and on this ADU back here, all new concrete, new drainage. First time it rained, everything flooded. So contractors put in, drainage. Looks nice. It's all new. And basically, when there's a pop-up emitter that's kind of level with the drainage, you basically do not have drainage at all. So this whole system is level. It's installed level. But then, it comes through this concrete here, this new cut, and it ends with a 90-degree elbow. And typically what they do is they'll drill a hole in the bottom of this elbow so that the water can disperse down into the soil. Well, as we all know, San Diego is horrific clay soil that absorbs water poorly at all. So basically this thing had water inside the unit because, like typical San Diego construction, there's no threshold on this structure because I guess it was originally a garage. So the only way to fix drainage, jobs that are level with the street, is to drop in the sump pump and move the water under pressure out. So we'll put a French drain where it should be, because all this yard actually slopes right towards the ADU. So this all back here had about 5 inches of water in it, with a brand new drainage system after one rain in San Diego. So we're replacing most of the old drainage system here. Part of the problem with the way I see a lot of San Diego contractors design their drain system is they're what I call a closed system. So the drains went from this downspout. There was a 3-inch opening here on this T, and then it went over, to other 3-inch openings. I don't know about you, but I can't get my hand in there to clean that thing out. So it's kind of like designed to fail. And then, so we put in large catch basins that you can service. It's an open system. And the type of drain we put in is not a solid wall pipe like this stuff is. We put in a French drain, which is holes on the bottom, sock and sleeve, pictures to follow. And you can also call this type of drainage that we put in a curtain drain, where essentially we're creating a dry moat around the perimeter of the house that water cannot pass through unless you don't have power, or you're getting water that is grossly beyond the capacity of the pump systems. Pump systems we put in will move as much as 160 gallons per minute. Channel drains are necessary when there's a large driveway or concrete surface pointing at a structure. In this case, the accessory dwelling unit has a very low threshold, so they installed a channel drain across the entry here. And the trouble with channel drains is that they are set flush with the concrete, so they typically have no slope to them. And what that means is they clog very quickly. And what we come up with is putting a French drain underneath the channel drain. So we put a 3-inch perforated pipe that's sloped underneath the basically level flush cut concrete channel drain. So there's your functioning drain underneath the flush cut channel. So fantastically. This shows the installed channel drain. 3-inch pipe underneath it. Cut just under flush to the concrete. So when we're directing the landscape drainage into a sump pump, the sump pump is usually set in about 30 inches, and you can see the drain coming in quite deep. So that allows us to ignore the relationship of the elevation of the house to the street. So whenever the house doesn't allow for proper sloped drainage to the street, the only way to have the drainage function well is with a sump pump. Here we are at the completed part of the job. Getting ready to show the homeowner. Concrete's all patched. You can never get it perfect, so we cut concrete reluctantly for drainage. It's always a visual impact, but it's better to have a little bit of unsightly concrete than it is to have water inside the ADU. Sump pump. Leave it exposed like this with the bolted on lid so that it can rain once or twice and get a good test. At that point it could be covered up with whatever landscape material was already here. Same thing with the drains and back.